The famous Christmas poem is almost universally referred to as "The Night Before Christmas," which is a mild corruption of the first line, which reads, "'Twas the night before Christmas." The poem was written at Christmas time, 1823, by Clement Clark Moore, and the real title is "A Visit from St. Nicholas." Over the intervening years, a number of people have composed parodies of this classic. In 1942, I was sitting at a typewriter in the office of the Daily Illini, the student-run newspaper at the University of Illinois. I had completed 2 years as a reporter on the staff while carrying a full academic load as a chemistry major at the university. For my 3rd year on the staff, I had been appointed a junior editor, which means that I was one of a small group of people who put the paper to bed for the next morning's edition. Approximately once a week, I served as the slot man, sitting in the center of a round table and scheduling the pattern of stories for the several pages of the paper. Around the outside of the round table sat 2 or 3 rim men, like myself, junior editors, who wrote headlines for the stories that I had chosen and otherwise made the text ready for the printers. A day or two after being a slot man, I would take a turn or two as a rim man, followed by my next turn at the slot. The presses rolled at 3 a.m. each day, and I got very little sleep that year. At the typewriter next to me at the Daily Illini office was an enormously talented young man named Alan Sherman. He was a year younger than I was, and his role on the Daily Illini was to write the humor column, which was called the Campus Scout. Later in life, he enjoyed a brief period of wonderful success, recording clever parodies of well-known songs. One of the records was entitled "My Son, the Folk Singer." Alan Sherman created the immortal line, "Hello, Mudda, hello, Fada, here I am at Camp Granada." Sitting beside me at the Daily Illini in December 1942, Alan had a problem. He had composed the first 6 stanzas of a parody entitled "'Twas the Night Before," and he was late for a date. So he leaned over to me and said, "Henry, finish this for me." I am not sure that he even said, "Please." Meekly, I composed 20 more stanzas to the parody, and we ran it in the Campus Scout column a couple of days later. After 6 months, I went on active duty with the United States Army. When the next Christmas season rolled around, and unbeknownst to me, the staff reprinted our poem. In fact, the Daily Illini reprinted our parody for the next 10 Christmases. Each year, they had a brief heading as follows: "We are reprinting for your enjoyment that epic poem which appeared in this column yearly, originally written by Henry Swain and Al Sherman.